Wait, wait, wait. Wait! What is this 3D again? Oh yeah, that's right. I know why. You know what? You know what kind of 3D capabilities there are in this movie? Absolutely fucking none. That's pretty much it. You can just go watch it in 3D, and believe me, there is no 3D in it whatsoever. By the way, my apologies about this being posted a very late in the very late, or maybe the next morning, perhaps. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just making this movie late at night right now, and just deciding to make another reaction to the movie again. Let's just say I just thought it might be best to talk about this after talking about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. But, yeah. On a minor note, though, it's okay to see in the big screen in theaters, though. That's only the one good thing about it. Just seeing it on the big screen in theaters, and with that loud noises coming out at you, it makes you really feel like you're on the ship. And I don't start expecting to be in 4D where you could just start, smell-o-rama on there. Yeah, 3D is just, you get all the aspects coming out at you, and 4D is supposed to be basically the same, but as well, you can even just smell the scents of it coming out at you. Like, smell-o-rama 3D, pretty much. It's just the sense, it's just all the scents coming out with 3D combined. That's pretty much what 4D is. And what the hell is going to be 5D next? Maybe you can finally sit in the chair and you can actually feel something like right behind you as you watch the movie. I don't know. I'm just making up my nonsense now. But yeah, this movie, even though it doesn't have any of the 3D aspects in it, it's still okay to see It's still good to see again all these years later in theaters again. I remember seeing this back as a kid as well, back when it first came out on VHS. And the weirdest thing was after I saw the movie, I was learning about this in school at the time. Yeah, believe it or not, I was in school when this movie first came out, and then the weirdest thing was after I watched it, I was like learning about this in school. I'm like, oh come on, really? I just about watched the movie. Like, seriously, do we have to learn about this? Well, I understand maybe nobody else saw the movie and never did know about the ship at the time, so I'll be surprised if no one else also heard about this. And being released a year after Super Mario 64 and a year before Ocarina of Time. Yes, 1997. Super Mario 64 was released in 1996, and 2 years later, we finally got Ocarina of Time. So, just that gap right in between the two games, Titanic just got released in theaters. It was and you know what, back then, and it's kind of surprising to see it back in theaters today, because this actually marks the 100th year the Titanic ship sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Yes, back in 1912. It was making its voyage to New York, and apparently it passed an iceberg, and pretty much, I guess you know the whole story. Just, the whole thing sunk. But still, it just bugs me that there was no 3D. There should have been at least a little bit of it. Like, if there had to be, like, one little part of 3D, it would have to be the part once the ship breaks over. Like, you know how the ship was, like, it was starting to slowly sink down, and then once it had its ass in the air, it just went, like, and the back just broke off. It would have been cool if you actually saw the 3D of just the ship knocking over, and then afterwards, after it sinks, it goes vertical, and then finally it detaches off, and then, just the whole ship just goes right down into the ocean, and that's about it. Yeah. can't really think of anything else. Just like before, just being released a year before Ocarina of Time. That kind of shocked me. I thought back then the movie came out the same time as Ocarina of Time on the N64. All these years later as well, being remade again for the Nintendo 3DS. Do I have to start talking about this game next about how the 3D capabilities work? Well, the good thing is I don't have to worry with these things. Thank frickin' God. But still, when I play this up on the 3DS, I just see a double vision 3D. Like, I just see two visions of Link with the 3D on. It's not an okay game to play in 3D either. It's okay for like the very first few times, but then afterwards, you can sort of just catch on how the 3D works, and then it's just not bothered, but it's not that interesting to see in 3D after that. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys might do. Like, do you play with the 3D on your... What am I talking about 3DS games? Now, all of a sudden... Okay, bottom line, no 3D elements. Still good to see in the big screen. That's basically about it. And overall, it was okay. It was very sad once we saw everyone on the ship die and the whole ship going down, but that's about it. So, for now, this is Sega Camp. I'll see you guys later.